Today is Happy Mail Day. So this deck is well known in the tarot community. So I'm not going to spend too much time in the flip through, but I did want to talk a little bit about this deck with you guys because I've seen there's a couple unboxings out there of it, but I still kind of was unsure. Wow, this box is really well made, of the size. And yeah, you can check dimensions and all that jazz. Oh, there's just a sticker. I don't know if I pointed that out. But I'm not good at that. So I just thought I would do my own unboxing and go through the size examples myself. And here we have it. The Sasuraibito Tarot mini edition. Oh, they call it the Tiny Traveller. And I got, oh my gosh, this sticker, which I love. And her little business card, which has this adorable snake and moth on it in the rose petal finish. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so reason behind getting a Tiny Traveller. It's cheaper. So with an indie deck, if I've got the option of saving a little bit of moolah, I'm gonna go for it. And it saves space on my shelf to have mini decks. I don't know about you guys, but I am running out of places to put these. And I mean, I would like to not buy as many decks. However, I am also realistic and I know that I am going to buy more, like my collection. Oh, I hate that word. My shelf is only going to accumulate more decks. So, yeah, if I can do minis, I'm going to do minis. So here we go, box. It's in a tuck box. I do not plan on keeping it in the tuck box. I'm going to put it in a bag once I find one. This tuck box is so beautiful. And my Everyday Witch tuck box looks like a dog ate it. And it's like I've taped it. So I just don't want that happening to this beautiful gold foiled, gold stamped box. So I will probably break the box down so that it's flat and put it in, like just store it in the spot that I store all my other like extra cards and whatever, just like in the side of a shelf on my shelf. Okay, so downside of getting a travel size or a mini deck is you don't usually get the major, like the decent book. I do think I can download the book. Maybe it'll say in here because I didn't get any instructions on how to do that. But this is just like a pamphlet. Oh yeah, here it says right here. This guidebook is a bare bones pamphlet for a download, PDF, or to simply see online. Go to, and then the website. Perfect. So that's what I will be doing. But yeah, so here you go. Wands, Cups, Swords, Pentacles, and then on the front side we'll have the major, and it's just like a couple words. So that is the downside of getting a travel size deck. So the cardstock has it's not linen, but you can see there is a pattern on it. I don't love that. I do love linen cardstock typically. The dots I think are a little bit distracting. However, when I think you get into the artwork, I don't think you really see it all that much. So the size, this is one thing that I wanted people to go into a little bit more depth, because I don't, like when I think mini deck, I kind of think quite a bit smaller than this. So this is still a decent size deck for a mini, in my opinion. So let's take it a couple steps further. This is the mini, or the pocket Wild Unknown. So it's bigger than the Pocket Wild Unknown. Oh, it's not a good day to have a black tarot cloth, is it? And then we're going to take it even further. Like when I think little decks, this is kind of what I think of, like this size or this size. So the fact that this is bigger than both of those, love it. So it's not a little insignificant thing. So yeah, this deck has been around for a long time. I don't really feel a need to do a crazy flip through, but we're here, so I'll just go quickly. I love this High Priestess. I think she is adorable. This Empress, love it. Emperor, love it. I can't because I will just be saying that the entire time. Not my favorite Chariot, if I'm being honest. However, I don't hate it. I really like that this individual is not fully clothed. Like they're kind of getting a little vulnerable. This gives me some feelings. So the cardstock, it is actually quite a bit thinner than I was expecting. I love that the individual is more muted as far as color goes in the death card. It's actually quite a bit thin. Like I might be a little bit afraid to use this. I love this devil card. I know there's been people say they weren't sure how they felt about it, but I actually really like it. I'm actually not sure how I feel about the star card either. I don't know if you can, like, it is very easy to bend this cardstock. Love it. Like it's even bending this way when I go to lift the cards. So if you were considering this deck and you are a cardstock person, cardstock means a lot to you and you like your cardstock to be on the thicker side, just letting you know. I don't care about cardstock. That being said, I am surprised at how thin this is. I just did an unboxing the other day where it's basically that same look. This is interesting as well. So this deck is actually really funny for me. The fact that I own it is funny because I've never wanted it. Nothing ever appealed to me about this deck, ever. And I was looking at the White Newman and I was watching some flip throughs of the White Newman. Love this card. And I decided I wasn't feeling the White Newman. And I kind of feel like they're both Japanese art style. They have that kind of look. So I went through a flip through of the Sasuraibito and I don't know, something about the cards this time. Like this card, brilliant. So I did it. Again, this one's kind of, I don't know how I feel about this one either. But I don't hate, there's not one card that I like actually dislike. Not that there usually is in decks. Oh, love her. This reminds me of my dad. So my dad passed away almost 7 years ago now. And had he made it to the age where he would look like this, he was on his way, let me tell you. He was starting to get gray. But I could see him looking like this in his 80s. So that was another reason why this deck kind of spoke to me a little bit. But yeah, I don't know how. This is another brilliant card. Same here. I love it. I think it's so great. And I don't know why I wasn't into it the first few times I saw it. And I remember everyone, like Katie Flowers, talking about this deck, and I just remember being like, nope. I love that the swords in this card are kind of more, they're not like a solid actual sword, more like a, I don't want to say spiritual. The word that I want to use is not coming to me, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, kind of like they're there, but not final as a metal sword would be. I really like that. This reminds me of Zelda. Bees. Bees. And last suit. Oh, this is really interesting. Ooh, love this one too. Different. Oh, thought we were done. We are not. I love this Queen of Pentacles, and now we're done. So I am going to shuffle it. I'm kind of afraid to shuffle it. It's quite thin. I mean, I don't know. I guess the Rider Waite is about the same thickness, right? Ish. Maybe it's a little tiny bit thicker, but here we go. We're doing it. So, not too bad. You can see some bends in the bottom there. Let's do it again, see what happens. Yeah, it's not bad. I would just be gentle with it. Like, they almost feel like they might tear. Like, that's kind of the feel that it has. But some cardstock just feels like that, and then it's sneaky durable. But it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It's just quite thin. All right, let's see if we can get one to pop out. I might stick to overhand shuffling this deck. Just, I don't know, it feels a little safer, which is unfortunate. I love riffle shuffling. All right, no one wants to pop out. No jumpers. So let's see what the little white book says about the Seven of Swords. Independence, deception, defiance. So yeah, pretty simple card meetings, but overall, I'm obsessed. So yeah, that's my brief unboxing, and I really just wanted to kind of do my own thing with showing you guys the size differences. So that's that. Enjoy your day.